Now we're going to do equations with subtraction. So I have p minus 256 equals 1,831. So again, you solve these just like you solve an addition one by doing the opposite. So the opposite of minus 256 would be adding 256. So minus 256 plus 256 gives us to 0, so we have just p on the left, and on the right we have to add. So 1 plus 6 is 7, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10, carry my 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So p equals 2,087. Next we have L minus 2 and 35 hundredths equals 18 and 17 hundredths. So the opposite of minus 2 and 35 hundredths would be adding 2 and 35 hundredths. So minus 235 plus 235 hundredths equals 0. So we got to add it on the other side. So 5 plus 7 is 12. Carry my 1. 2 plus 3 is 5. 8 plus 2 is 10. And 1 plus 1 is 2. So I get 20 and 52 hundredths for L. Alright, next we have a number decreased by 7 and 2/10 is 1 and 35 hundredths. So a number, we don't know what the number is, so we'll just use n for number. Decrease means subtract. And we know it is, so that equals 1 and 35 hundredths. So the opposite of subtracting 7 and 2/10 would be adding 7 and 2/10. Make sure you're lining up your decimals there. Clean that up just a bit. So it's minus 7 and 2/10 plus 7 and 2/10 gets us to 0. So n equals, we got to add, so if you need that 0 placeholder, put it there. So 5 plus 0 is 5, 3 plus 2 is 5, 1 plus 7 is 8. Bring down that decimal and we get 8 and 55 hundredths. Alright, next everyone on the 12-player soccer team received a snack and there were 7 left over. So we need to figure out how many we started with. So we know we have 7 left over. So we know in the end we get an answer of 7. And we know there's 12 players and they each received a snack, and that's from the total snacks at the start, and we'll just say S for snack. So S minus 12 equals 7. So opposite of minus 12 would be plus 12. And so S equals 7 plus 12 is 19. Alright, last one. 12 and 36 hundredths less than a number is 23 and 1/10. So we know the is, so that equals 23 and 1/10. And if we're going to take less than a number, we have to start with the number first, because you can't take less than something if you don't have something to take less of it. So a number minus 12 and 36 hundredths equals 23 and 1/10. So the opposite of subtracting is adding, so I'm going to add 12 and 36 hundredths. Make sure you're lining up your decimals. So 12 and 36 hundredths minus plus cancels each other out, so I'm left with n equals, and add on the other side. Put that placeholder if you need it. 0 plus 6 is 6, 1 plus 3 is 4, 3 plus 2 is 5, 2 plus 1 is 3. So I get 35 and 46 hundredths.